Hey, everybody. I know you're expecting Mama Jennifer and Papa John. Mama Jennifer's here. She's in the back seat, but we're having a house fire party in our car here in Santa Rosa, California. Got my son here, John, next to me. And we just went out and celebrated John's birthday. Wonderful time of celebration and just an awesome time. I'm just so glad to be able to be with my son John. He's 27 years old today. Everyone say happy birthday, John. But Mama Jennifer's in the back seat here, and we're heading back to take John back to the house. But we welcome you to our mobile live house fire. So I've got my trusty mask around my neck because we're in Northern California and everybody here is so just radical when it comes to masks and all that stuff. But anyway, we welcome you to our Tuesday night house fire, and we had a tremendous meeting in Fresno, meeting with the Spirit Led family there, and connecting with just everybody that's part of the Spirit Led family. And I called it NorCal, but I got notified that it's actually considered the what's the name they gave that? Something Valley. Not Golden Valley. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, we had some brand new people we met, wonderful people from Selma in that area. We had some it's to the left here, right? Okay. We had some people from Selma. We had some folks from Dinuba. We had that's an apostle and his wife that joined us, and they really, really pleasant to be around and connect with. And also had Apostle Candy McAlpine there. She's a apostolic mother, and she's the California director for Christian International Ministries under the covering of Apostle Bill Hammond. And she has been part of the Christian International Ministries, and that's the ministry that we're aligned with and we have ordination with there in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Central Valley, that's what it was. Thank you, Mama Jennifer. But Mama Jennifer hasn't had a great experience with all this, so she calls Central Valley Allergy Valley because of the allergies that she had to fight being in this area. Boy, she had ever more a pout with allergies. Her eyes, both her eyes swelled up, and it was something else. So I'm gonna give everyone a moment just to go ahead and share this and invite folks to come on, and we'll get kicked off here on our house fire here in about another 5 minutes. Mama Jennifer, you want to come up front so you can talk on the house fire? You can just switch with John. There's Mama Jennifer.
Hi.
So yeah,
ugly eyes and all.
we've been having to take her to
pharmacies
and different places like that to get eye drops and you name it.
Yeah, allergies.
Just the allergies from the valley really didn't treat her very nice.
No, that was my welcome.
But today we had an awesome day. We got up early and had a wonderful time of devotion, and then we went and we took the scenic route drive down to Bodega Bay, right on the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. And normally that area is super heavy with fog and you name it. But we got really blessed and lucked out that we didn't have a ton of fog. It was actually, there was some fog driving over, but there was no fog to speak of right there immediately at Bodega Bay. So we got some beautiful pictures. I'll be posting some more pictures online of Bodega Bay. And I'm not seeing anyone commenting. I don't know if no one's joining or what's going on. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, maybe it's just that we're now I'm live. I heard Mama Jennifer pick it up. So anyway, I know we're just about 2 minutes early, but we are actually on Pacific time. I've been having to adjust everything in my brain for the time change because we're here on Pacific time. And you know what? Maybe when we get done here, I'm going to drive up to show you where we used to live on Oakland Court. That'd be cool. We just been partying and vacationing and doing it all at once. We closed our prophetic event on Sunday, and we took the scenic drive through Los Banos and then down Highway 101 through the city, San Francisco, right through the heart of the city. And then we went to the Golden Gate Bridge. Of course,
that was awesome.
Yeah, but the second we started crossing the bridge, I mean, the fog was just rolling in. So when we was crossing the bridge, you could see the bridge. It was beautiful. But by the time we got to the end of the bridge and parked and walked out, the fog had already come over the top of the cliff there, and it was already obscuring the entire view. But I mean, you could still see it, but not really. So we've been kind of just relaxing and having a good time, and really that's what it's all about. I can be a really intense guy. Most of you that know me know that I can be very intense when it comes to the things of the Spirit and the things of God, and I don't play when it comes to the things of God and the things of the Spirit. But you also have to have a time to relax and enjoy life and just be real. And I don't believe Jesus was 24/7. I believe there were times that Jesus relaxed and enjoyed time with the disciples and sowed into them and enjoyed and laughed and had a good time. And the Bible tells us that in the book of Ecclesiastes, there's a time and a season for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also part of being family, understanding that when you're family, you take time to do things together that you love. Hey, John, remember right over there, Robert Jones, the guitar lessons? Remember that guy? We're just here in Sonoma County, and we're pointing out all the different little spots when John used to take his guitar lessons from a guitar teacher named Robert Jones. And we just passed a little spot that I used to bring John down to for his guitar lessons. And Anyway, let's just drive straight here since we're already here. Let's go out to Oakland to Great Heron Drive first. So yeah, being family means you just relax and you spend time together, you connect, you enjoy each other's company. And I think this is missing when it comes to the difference between spiritual family and religious order, because in religious order it's just all about business as usual. Too much of Christianity is built on business as usual. Too much that comes to ministry is more about a business contract and doing the business of church and not being a true family of God, a true spiritual family, a spiritual house. And we really endeavor to build authentic relationships and authentic connections that reflect true spiritual family. That's our heart's desire. And I find a lot of times with leaders, they try to live so far above the people they're leading, and they are careful and they're sure to keep that distance, and they don't become open and real and loving. It's more just a calloused distance type relationship, and that's sad. That's just sad that has to be the way that people operate. Especially many spiritual leaders don't know how to be fathers. They don't know how to sow into sons and daughters. Wouldn't you say, Mama Jennifer, that's probably one of the big challenges we face with leading people, that letting people into your life and letting them get close? Yeah, you face the tendency to get hurt. You face the chance that they're going to disappoint you or be disloyal to you or let you down. But we have to still fight for and build spiritual family nonetheless. Amen?
Amen.
Okay, anything to say? You're just going to...
Well, a lot of people wrestle with the idea, especially if they don't have a good family. And so when you want to say, come join our family, in their mind, they're thinking,
I don't want anything to do with family.
I just left grandma, grandpa, aunt, and uncle, and,
Or they just have such a dysfunctional family background and family atmosphere. The last thing they want is to be part of a spiritual family. That's the last thing they're interested in. Mm-hmm. And I get that. So when we talk about spiritual family, we also try to keep in mind the various different, kinds of family that people are working with, that people are dealing with. That not everybody has a pie in the sky, so to speak, idea of what family is. But family is all about just walking life out together, walking out the beauty of it, the ups and downs of it, just walking it out and doing life together. When you live so far above the people you're leading and you don't have time, or you don't want to be real, you don't want to, get down to where they live or sit down and have time for a cup of coffee with them. I've had people I've talked to, they're like, yeah, I've got 100 sons, but I don't have any time to spend with them because I'm just too busy. I'm traveling, I'm speaking in meetings, I'm preaching, I'm going here and there. Well, I disagree. You may think that you have sons, but the truth really is you don't have sons. You have followers. You have people that are following your ministry. And there's a huge difference between having a true spiritual son and daughter and having what I would call followers. So I want to encourage you, seek true and authentic relationships. Seek to sow into sons and daughters.
Amen.
And I really believe that this is the proper way. Amen.
Well, you know, in religious order, people have membership, and in kingdom, there's citizenship, and there's a difference, big difference. Because membership, you can end your membership and just go somewhere else. Or citizenship, you're always.
Once you become part of family, you're family.
That's right.
You can make a mistake. It's okay. You're still family.
Mm-hmm.
Or you may have to have that strong discussion. You may have to sit down and help you clean your mess up. And you may have to go through a time of being restored. But you're still family. And that's okay.
Yes.
So even like today, I'm not seeking to do a professional broadcast where I'm preaching a powerful message to you. I'm just sharing with you my life. In fact, right now, I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm driving in an area of Santa Rosa where we used to live. And I've got my son with me. And I'm kind of pointing out some of the points that we used to be at. And so I'm just going to include you guys along with this little tour I'm making. And so we're driving in an area called Rincon Valley. And so I'm coming up to a subdivision that we used to live in. And gonna probably real soon here be driving right by some places that we used to live. In fact, I'm trying to get my bearings, but I think if I'm not mistaken, yep, here comes Great Heron Drive. So Skyhawk Park. So I think we lived on the right-hand side, didn't we, John? Yeah. On Great Heron? Let's see. Yeah, this was called Skyhawk Park. There's a little park here, and this little... Yeah, that's right. This is a little creek that used to go by. And then here is the little elementary school that for 6 months, remember that, John? We used to have our services here. We go and set up in the gymnasium and break down. So here on the right-hand side, we're driving by an elementary school that we used to put our banner flags right here for Spirit Led Church. And then right back there is the gymnasium. And we set up and broke down there every Sunday, John, and you ran the sound. Remember that? So we set up and broke down every single week. And then right up here on Great Heron Drive, we lived in this house for 2.5 years. Here in a second, I'll pull over the side and I'll take the camera off of the dash here, and I'll show you this house that we used to live in. So it's kind of going up this hill on the left-hand side. Do you remember the number? I think it was that one right there. Was that it, John, or was it further up? That's right. That's it right there. There it is. So we lived in that house for about 2.5 years. And here, I'll show you all a picture of it. Those of you are on. That's the home we lived in. 1440 Great Heron Drive. Up on the right-hand side was John's room on the top, and the left-hand side was Ariella's room. That was a great house we lived in. I remember it had a jacuzzi and a pool in the backyard, and the pool was heated. It had a big waterfall. Remember that, John? Yep. So we lived there, Gray Heron Drive, and I used to leave my garage on my 10-speed bike and come straight down here, cross over 12, and I'd be within 10 minutes at the trailhead to bike ride. You know what, babe? If God allows us to get that place at Elon Overlook, we're actually going to be right across the street from we're talking 3 blocks from the trailheads to ride bikes. So I used to have to drive all the way down this street, all the way to the main street, cross 12, go all the way down to the next street, then drive down to enter. Then after we lived there for 2.5 years, then we moved about 6 blocks down the street to this snowy egret and this blue home right here. And that's the little house you lived in, John, in the back there. Remember? See that little shed thing there? That was like a little studio. That's where John lived. So we lived here at Snowy Egret for another 1.5 years. Here, I'm gonna whip around here and show you the gymnasium that we used to was right in here. So here is the school and the gymnasium that we had service in. So right inside there is a gym. Right over there. That's the gymnasium, and that's where we used to set up. We had church there. We had services there every Sunday for about 1.5 years. I messed up my dilly bob here. I'm so sorry, guys. I know this is completely unprofessional, but there you have it. It's just family, like I said. Which seems like a whole nother time and space when we were here. So anyway, love you guys. We're going to go ahead and let it be a wrap for this house fire, and hope we've been an encouragement to you, just speaking life into you, and that you'll seek to be family. It's one of our rules, if I could say it. We're family before we're team. And it's healthy to be family before you try and go become a team member. All right. God bless you. We love you. Have an awesome night.